Hello again, YouTube. This is the Gig Man giving you the updated information on the gig. Like a lot of the videos, I'm noticing that they're from years ago. Come on now. I want to answer the question in regards to my market. Is the gig economy slowing down? And the answer is heck no. Heck no. Let me just show you. This is not even DoorDash. Like, we'll go to them in a second. But I want to show you the all the offers, some of which that I rejected, and some of them were high payouts. It just was too far. So, as you can see, and excuse my thumb, I just did this one. I just dropped it off. 7 miles, 9.68. I took some of the money out, like I like to do. They was offering me stuff and I wasn't even responding. Look at this Chipotle 5 going 2. Then you got 653 going 3. You see all these orders, right? Okay, you got this one, $15 going 9.57. Of course, I took that. You got the Subway. Now notice something. Now this is just Grubhub for today. Now let's look at DoorDash. Let's see if we can let's see what we can find here. We gonna talk some gig. I got a little DoorDash in. A lot of hours today. Not so much. Let's see. You see, it's still not showing me today. Let's go right here. Okay, so here we have Thursday. That's 24th. So I have 4 deliveries. And here they are right here. They were all pretty much going short distances. So most of my deliveries today have been Grubhub. Now, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about how slow Grubhub is. Not in my market, and this is what I'm worried about. So I'm supposed to move to Texas within the next couple of weeks. And I'm kind of worried about, because this market is pretty good. Like Milwaukee, the main thing with Milwaukee is the thuggery. Like, it's too many criminals. Too many people that's up to no good, settling for being poor instead of trying to make it like us good gig workers. They try to feast on us gig workers sometimes. So, but the job market itself, at least for me, and the gig economy is pretty good. Now, in the summer, you have to slow down, but all you got to do really to beat that is just be out there longer. Like, you're going to have some summer slowdowns because, as you can see, it's ice everywhere. But other than that, like, in terms of offers, like, it's not slow at all. Like, all day long, they're offering me peak pay. It's busy in your area right now. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not even in Milwaukee right now. This delivery was in West Allis, but it wasn't that long. See, the thing about this area is you can cover a lot of ground really quick. That's one of the positives. One of the negatives is it gets very dark at night, especially in the outlying areas. And even if you have a flashlight, for some strange reason, sometimes these GPSs across the gig, they don't work as well. Uber Eats and Grubhub and even DoorDash, sometimes they don't work the best after 5 o'clock for some strange reason. But yeah, it's still pretty busy in this area. In this area, I would say I mainly do Milwaukee, West Allis, Brookfield, Menominee Falls. They all broke into separate districts, but a lot of the deliveries end up in these areas. Every now and then I'll go out to Waukesha depending on the payout. But I could go to Glendale. I could go to Fox Point. I could go to other, like New Berlin, But I pretty much dislike the Tulsa delivery area, Wauwatosa, Milwaukee, Wauwatosa. And it's busy. I'm telling you, it's, like, especially if you fast. Like, why are they jaywalking? Especially if you fast and you know what you're doing. Like, I know my delivery area, and that's kind of what I'm worried about. Like, I don't know the restaurants in Texas, but I'm good at this here. I'm good at this here, y'all. This gig, I'm good at this here. So I ain't worried about it. And besides, I got a job. I would tell you, if you choose to go the W-2 route, just don't stop gigging. Don't stop gigging in case you don't like it. Because it's a different breed on these jobs. And a lot of the people on these jobs, they act like they got a little more power than they really do. Just because y'all at work. You know what I mean? Now, we have to deal with customers, but it's way easier. Like, you might have one, like I had one yesterday. Tried to mess my rating up. He tried to mess my rating up because he ordered his food at 8:08 a.m. I didn't get online till 9 o'clock. So I ain't had nothing to do with that. As soon as I got online, he like, hey man, what's going on with my order? Why is it taking so long? I said, I don't know what's going on with your order, man, but I'm just going online. I got there and I asked him, what time did you place this order? He said 8:08. I said, well, I am sorry, man. I ain't had nothing to do with that. This is my first delivery. He gave me a look and then he tried to give me a bad rate. This is why. I told y'all, you're going to deal with some racism. And sometimes it's going to be from people who look like you, look more like you, same color. They are the worst tippers. Y'all scared to say it. Just be honest, man. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Melanated people as a whole, the urban ones, not always the college graduate homeowner ones, but the more urban ones with all the tattoos and the different train of thought, the street, a lot of them ain't gonna tip you, man. And they will if anything goes wrong. I don't know about your order, but in this area, they quick to try to give you a bad rate. Like when I push my sweet spot out further into the suburbs and start dealing more with suburbs, my rating got up to a 4.91. Because of this clown, it's down to 4.87. Now, I called DoorDash, and they're supposed to change it, and they're going to make it an unfair rating. But they haven't done it yet. Because it really was unfair. Like, he mad at DoorDash, so he took it out on me, and I ain't had nothing to do with it. I wasn't even online yet. So when I deal with clowns like him, now my rating is down, 487. So in this market, our problem is not slowness. Our problem is safety. Our problem is unhappy customers. They just not happy over anything in their lives. Like a lot of the more mocha, chocolate, fudge, whatever you want to call the melanated, us melanated, it's always something. Like it's almost always something. Except for you could tell a difference. Like the ones that's more college educated, the majority of them, no problems. As long as you get them their stuff, no problems. Something go wrong, they have the intelligence to understand, okay, let me look at what time such and such went online. See, it's not his fault. But you got the other, man, what's good with my order, man? That's the problem here. Then you got summer slowdown, but right now, in terms of money, the only issue is that some of these people can tip a lot more than they do. And that's going to be the issue anywhere. Like, if I come, let's say I took a long one. Let's say I took an 8 mile. And, DoorDash is more than likely going to pay $2. And the rest is going to be dependent on the customer. I'm coming 8 miles. Man, you can't give me like $1 a mile and make it 10? I mean, come on now. All day during daylight, I'm taking $10 going 8 miles. All day. I'm taking those. But what they try to do is they want to give me $6 to go 8 miles. It ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. I'm an A-list DoorDasher. I'm like the Denzel Washington, Lawrence Fishburne, Michael B. Jordan of DoorDash. I've been doing this a while. I've been doing the right kind of job. So you would be doggone lucky. You probably should go to the casino if you get me to come to your house for $2, $4, even $6 going 6 miles. I don't take those. And then at night, I definitely, like when it get dark, I don't even like going more than 5 miles. So you looking at, you gonna have to throw me $7, 7 for 5, 7 for 5. Maybe we should start maybe they should let us auction off our services. Like 7 for 5, 7 for 5, going once, going. Maybe that's what they should do. Give me the 7 for 5, man. And then that way, if I do 3 of them in an hour, I done made 21. Man, y'all hating on me, man. Unless if you ain't got it, man, I understand. They got a new Dasher, a new Grubhub or somewhere for you. A new Instacart person somewhere for you that went behind their ears hanging out like this. They got somebody for you. But not me. My service, you're going to have to pay. 7 for 5, 7 for 5 all day. At night when it gets dark, no. I'm not going $6 for 5 miles. I'm not going 5 for 5. And dinner time, come on now, man. Come on now, man. And then where I'm at, unsafe areas, dudes with guns that trying to add the money up in my pocket, in their pocket, in their pocket. Nah. So yeah, the busyness ain't the problem. We get an influx, we get a large amount of decent paying orders, average orders, and we get some very good paying orders. Like I showed you, the $15 going 9 miles. To me, that is good. Because in this area, like, it's a lot of straight shots. It's a lot of, you make one turn on the freeway, you go up the freeway, and it's right there. Like, it's some convenient drop-offs. But when you start trying to give me 5 for 5, they giving me 2, you giving me 3, and you 5 miles away. Only time I might take those, as you can see with my DoorDash, is early morning. Because early morning, I'll be like, okay, well, let's see what we got. I don't be really wanting to turn nothing down. But as we get further into the day, I get more picky, and that's a good strategy for you. If you just starting, try to start early in the morning. If you want to do this full time, you need to start early in the morning. And you need to act like it's an overtime job. Like, okay, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm banging it out. I'm taking off Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, one of them or 2 of them. You bang it out the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and possibly Thursday. So if this is all you do, just go from like 6 in the morning to 8 at night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And like have a day where you get to sleep in. Like maybe Wednesday, go from like 9 to 6, 9 to 7. Take maybe at least one day off. No DoorDash. If you got to turn your phone off so you won't hear the notification, try to take at least one day off, or at least a half a day if you like working every day. But it's not busy. I got one that I'm getting ready to pick up right now from Buffalo Wild Wings, and it is a Grubhub order. And one of the best things about Grubhub, people talking about slowdowns in this area. I don't know if your area do it, but in this area, when you getting close to your drop off for Grubhub, you start getting offers. And when it's really busy, you'll get them the whole time. Like, you're going to miss some of them. Like you saw on there, I missed a couple. But yeah, you still can sustain yourself full time. Like what I do, all my cash tips, I save. No matter what. Don't care what I need. I save all my cash tips. As far as the way I used to do it, I used to just use DoorDash to pay my bills. But now, I just balance out at the end of the night everything I made. Like everything I made, because I do roadie. I haven't did any roadie today, but I do roadie. Today I just been like DoorDash, Grubhub. I said I'm gonna take an early day off. Like when I go pick up my son, that's it. Like I'm done for the day. Because I know I'm coming up on my Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is, I like to really hit it hard on those days. Tomorrow, I probably will go. I'm going to try to get up when the sun come up, get a couple in, take my son to work, like that. I'm going long. But you can still make in this area. It just depends on how long you out. You find a good sweet spot, and you stay out here long. The algorithm in this area, you're going to get a nice fair share of good and bad orders across the platforms. Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash. Now, I'm thinking about doing some Lyft, because Lyft was saying $1,000 for 5 rides, man. 5 rides. Like, what that tells me is people in this area, because it could be unsafe, certain parts, they not really doing this stuff like that. I might go for that 1,000. And, if anybody want to try to get in the way, look, man, I really want to be a peaceful guy, but I'm not letting these people stop my money. I'm not letting them stop my money. So I'm getting close to my pickup at Buffalo Wild Wings. This is the gig, man, telling you that it's still going strong in this area. We'll see if if I'm still here, which I seriously doubt, if I'll be able to say this in 3 months when it gets warm. I know I'm still, like, what I might do, it'd be super slow and be like, okay, I'm going to stay out here till I make 120. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now it's still good on all the platforms. I haven't even turned Uber Eats on. But I know I get a lot, especially at night, especially dinner time. Uber Eats be ridiculous. Like, you have to pull over to the side just to even deal with it. So it's still going strong in this area. And again, this area is Milwaukee, West Allis, Brookfield, Menominee Falls, so on and so forth. Yeah, that's about it. I hope y'all markets this slow. I hope it do pick up. But just remember, when you hear people saying It's slowing down. The gig economy is done. Remember, and they need to remember, that's not everywhere. Minneapolis, I'll be watching Eli Esch and a couple of them other people. It's pretty strong. Pedro, St. Louis, man, he be getting some pretty decent ones. Then you got the guy that made like, how much he made? He made like 6,000 in 1 month or something like that. He made like 500 in a day out there in New Jersey, Mr. Flex. I think that's his name. People still doing good. So that's not everywhere. Definitely not here. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the kingpin in this area. But nah, I'm not seeing that, what they talking about with the slowdown. So yeah, this is where I'm going. You see it right here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Thanks for watching. I'd like to thank the few subscribers I got so far. I'm gonna just keep making videos, and hopefully they'll recommend it, because they know I know what I'm talking about. How you gonna let a couple of these people get their 1,000 subscribers and they still new jacking these gig streets? They only been out here, oh, I'm gonna make a video, this is my first day doing it. They be like that. Come on, YouTube, don't do me like that. But thanks for watching.